Welcome back for another journal share. This is the third one I'm posting today. Two at least will be in the Etsy shop, and these are all of a sort of purpley nature. This one is 5.5 by 8, I think, touch under. It's tied with seam binding, dyed seam binding. This is a water-based dye, so if it gets wet it will leak. It will stain whatever's underneath it, so you need to try and keep that dry. This bow was put on because that very thing happened, and strangely it went sort of turquoisey. It's not the end of the world. I actually liked how it turned out in the end, so it was fine. I was going to actually sort of really disguise this and just catch it down, but I've owned up now, so there is a little turquoise stain under there. I'm not sure anybody will mind that. This lace here is sewn on slightly crooked. If that bothers you, please don't purchase this journal. Excuse me. I've got a fly in here now. This is the second time I've started this because I had a coughing fit with a frog in my throat, and now there's a fly buzzing around. Anyway, it's fabric over card. This is a more modern fabric, batik fabric. This is vintage, from a vintage christening gown. And you can see where I've just rooked this up slightly, which has made it look a bit crooked. But it's not the end of the world, is it? So this is a pocket. This is just from the Flower Fairy book, or a Flower Fairy book. I've backed it onto something. That looks like some kind of digital, but I'm not sure which. And I've positioned that just so that her little face is out there. Let's go inside. So it's card on the inside, and I've put some more fabric down the centre here just to finish that off. And that's zigzagged front and back, so it should be pretty secure and safe. I think there's also Tyvek down here. This is a Flower Fairy journal card in here. This is an envelope from 1952, I think that is. This is from an old birthday card, and I've just made a little tag to go in there. It's a ruffle, little bit of washi tape and tissue paper decoupage, and a fussy cut flower, some stenciling. This is an envelope I've made from a magazine page. There's nothing in it, but I liked the way it looked in here with the sort of the grey and the blue. This is a digital from, this might be from Luna Rosu. This is Amity Bloom, but they are different. That's not Amity Bloom. I'm sorry, I can't remember which that is. This is Amity Bloom. It's a reproduction envelope. I've put a genuine old stamp on it, and this is a Tim Holtz rubber stamp. This is from a old magazine, and it's children's clothes, and a vintage postcard which is old, but I can't see a date on that. I think that might be German, I'm not absolutely sure. And on here we've got a little butterfly on this lace tab. This is some more of that birthday card, and I've just turned this, I've just turned it into a over the page thing. This showed some of the birthday card through it, but I've put a vintage photograph under here and on this side as well. So that's just a little something or other that, I don't know, I thought that looked quite pretty. I liked the wisteria and the laburnum dripping down there. This is from an adult colouring book. On this side I've got some ledger paper. This lady, 1920s maybe. And this is a little Victorian, Christmas card. This is a lace flap and a little 3-piece dangle down here. It's over a botanical image. This is some vintage ledger. I can't remember what book that's from. Not sure. This is from 1902. A vintage document, and in here we've got some vintage tickets, a tag that I've made, and in the front pocket there's a Latin card, some more tickets, and on this side I've got some ledger, vintage ledger scrap, an old postcard. Oh, I think I might have just gone out of, sorry, I might have gone out of frame, and a Kate Greenaway picture there. I turned into a card. Another old document turned into a page. The magazine, another photograph, maybe, I don't know if it is 20s, 30s or 40s, I'm not very good. And this is a little image that I liked that I've just turned into a tag. This is the centre. More pages from that book, and I've carried on the article, so you should be able to read the whole article, hopefully. If I've got that right, that's from 1918, and this is a cinema ticket, an old cinema ticket. And this one is a little moon and stars. Another envelope that I've made from a magazine page. In here we've got a pocket, again this is a digital, maybe Luna Rosu, I can't remember, and this is from 1925. And I've also popped a library card in there. And then in this one I have got, what have I got? 1932, and this is a old cabinet card, nothing on the back of that one, it's quite thick, and this is a little document from, again, from 1932. I've got a feeling this was attached to that, I can't 100% remember, but I've put it in separately. In this pocket we've got a page from a French embroidery or fashion type magazine, and a photograph of, this could be Mum and her 2 children, this might be Lara. This is a card that I've just put together from a sort of short tutorial by Heather from Ruby and Pearl, if I got that right. It's another Good Housekeeping page from the 1920s, document from 1862. Nice crunchy paper, and another photograph of a family. Fussy cut flower, and then on the back here I've used a paper bag as a pocket, another costume page, a botanical tag. In here I've got an original or old Christmas card from Miss Dedemont. presumably to E. Dalton. So that's in there, in the paper bag. And then there's a playing card just in this little bit here. And again, there's a bit more of that old birthday card cut up. And I've got a horse on the back. Oh, and another photograph on the back of that envelope. So that's Lara. I popped that in the back pocket just because I liked the way the colours went. Swap that out by all means. And you can see here, this is how I've done the tie for this one. The reason I did it this way is because I didn't want a big bow hiding her face. So this ties on the front here. So that's Lara. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.